Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Curtain Call podcast. I am your host, as always, Irish Neat, the leader of the Bret Hart Hater Fan Club, hashtag your heart. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, JR. What's going on, man? Throw it up.
What's going on? Too sweet, me, baby. There you go.
Welcome, everybody, to the Curtain Call, man. Today's episode is going to be a good one. We're going to be kind of giving our predictions and thoughts about the upcoming AEW pay-per-view this Saturday. JR, we're just gonna go right into it, man. I think it's a stacked show. It's a pretty stacked show, I think. We got a lot of good matchups, some good singles, men's singles, a pretty good women's championship match, good tag. So let's just dive right in. What do we got as the first match, man?
Oh man, the first one is a good one. According to this, if this is the order that they're going with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And, you know, she's going to be going against Ty Conti. What you got, man? What do you got? Britt's coming down with her two girls. She's going to have Rebel. She's going to have Jamie. So who do you got?
I got Britt. I don't see anybody dethroning Britt, man. I don't see it. I don't know if it's because I don't want it to happen or I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's because I just don't want it to happen. I mean, she's at the peak, man. She's at the peak. I got Britt, and I don't even have to explain myself. Britt all the way. Britt all the way. What do you got?
Oh my God! I can already see the comments. If I were to say I got a new women's AEW champion being crowned at Full Gear. That being said, DMD. There's no way she's losing this title. Nope. I can't see anybody taking it off of her. She's too good right now. She is, but on the flip side, let's think about this for a second, Jordan. She's one of those wrestlers, one of those personalities, one of those workers, whatever you want to call it, that she literally does not need the title to be as over as she is. So I don't know if they want to go with a route where let's build up the women's division, have somebody else hold the title, because it was like Andre. Andre didn't need the title. He didn't need the WWF title. So I can see them doing that. But if I'm going to go with my gut feeling, my heart, man, it's Britt Baker all day long.
Yeah, I mean, it does. This one's going to be the quickest one we got for the night just because I think it's the most obvious. I'm going to end it with this. Put it in the headlines. Britt Baker is women's wrestling. Move on to the next match.
Whoo! That's a strong statement. Well, according to the next match, it's going to be the Lucha Brothers. Los Hermanos de México. Cero Miedo. The Lucha Brothers versus FTR. Who you got?
I'm a huge FTR fan. I need to put that out as soon as I say this. I'm a huge FTR fan. Massive. But I ride for the Lucha Bros 9 times out of 10. I mean, I said it with Britt that she's the top of women's wrestling. The Lucha Bros are the pinnacle of tag team wrestling. I think they are a walking dream match. They could put on a clinic with just about anybody in the world. I'm just a massive fan of both of theirs. I have been for a long time. I've followed Penta when he was in Lucha Underground. I followed Ray when he was doing stuff at PWG. I'm just a massive fan of both those guys. And the stuff they did with the Young Bucks was incredible. And just anything they do is absolutely incredible. It's going to be, I think it has the potential to be the best match on the show. Just because you kind of have a little bit of high flyer with the Lucha Bros. Then you got, no flips, just
real
wrestling. I think it's going to be a good contrast between the two. But I think they're going to put on a hell of a match. And I got Lucha Bros all the way on this one. What are your thoughts?
Now, look, when it comes to tag team wrestling, I don't think there's any tag team right now that's as physical and as technical as FTR. Sure. FTR really is what tag team wrestling is all about. They're all about that. No flips, all fists. I think that they're an amazing tag team. Now, when you look at the Lucha Brothers, what you're going to get? Estilo lucha libre, a lo loco, which means that the craziness. But this match is going to be different. I don't think this match is going to be like the one we saw with the Young Bucks. I think this match is going to be there's going to be some spots, but it's going to be a very meticulously set up as a wrestling match.
Sure.
If it's going to be a wrestling match, you already know that I think FTR has the upper hand. But it's just too early to take the titles off Los Hermanos de Mexico, Lucha Libre. The Lucha Brothers, is too early to take the titles off them. I think FTR puts up a good fight. Hey, they're already AAA tag team champions. It's not like they're losing anything. And it doesn't the match really doesn't do anything for me. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I try to hold it in as long as I could because I could already see the YouTube comments coming. This match is one of those matches that really doesn't do anything for me.
Sure. I mean,
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But we've seen their two styles before, and they didn't combine them very well. I hope that whoever is the agent on this match really puts something together that we can enjoy. It could be a great match. It could be the match of the night because I could be totally wrong. But one thing I do know, the Lucha Brothers are still your AEW tag team champions.
Yep. We're 2 for 2, man. Together, we got this. 2 for 2.
There you go.
So far. What do you got next?
You ready?
Next?
You ready? I think we might disagree on this one. It is your guy, Darby Allin versus MJF. Tell me who you got.
Oh, the best heel in the business, the best heel in the last few years. The man is killing it lately. I think he just needs to keep knocking down these popular faces just to keep bringing that heat on him.
Absolutely.
I mean, sky's the limit for MJF, man. I mean, I can't even, it's hard to even put into words the quality that he is doing as a heel. Like, it's so hard for me to even explain how much this man is killing it lately. I think I don't know. It's going to be different because, Darby, I don't want to say Darby relies on spots, but he kind of does. Darby kind of relies on some spots. And MJF's not really about that. He's pretty, I don't like throwing out the comparison a whole lot about him and The Miz, but they're pretty similar in their wrestling as well because they're kind of straight to the point, kind of, ground and pound almost. I got MJF on this just because I feel like he's just going to keep knocking down these faces, keep getting the heat on him. Like I said, this man, there's no stopping this man anytime soon. What do you got? Who do you got?
I don't think it's going to be a clean win. Obviously, I have MJF as well. Darby Allin's one of the few times that I'm going to say on this show that he's really Teflon. I mean, he's so over with the crowd. Right. It's not going to hurt him a bit taking a loss, especially if they do it the right way and have MJF cheat him. If MJF some sort of outside interference or something to that effect, I think would be good because it just gets more heat on MJF. And Darby Allin's really Teflon. It could set something up for later on at another pay-per-view. But I as well. I guess I was wrong. So far, we're in agreement with everything. I have MJF.
Do you think we see Sting at all? Do you think we see Sting get involved at all? Or what do you think this could set up maybe an MJF Sting match at some point? Do you think they'll kind of tease that a little bit? Or where do you think, do we see Sting at all?
Do you want to see Sting?
No.
Next match.
Next match. I'm with it. Go ahead. What do we got?
No, I'm not hating on Sting, but like we've said in the past shows, man, we really want to see new talent. I don't need to see Sting go over on MJF. It doesn't do anything for me. And they're not going to have Sting lose a match. It's just not. So I don't want to see it. I think if they do this correctly, they can kind of separate Darby a little bit from Sting and have him take a whole route where Sting doesn't go down to the ring with him like he did the last time, and Darby gets screwed some way, loses the match, and then he's kind of upset with Sting, and he's by himself in the rafters. They can go different routes with this, but MJF via cheating somehow. But man, to answer your question, Jordan, I really don't want to see Sting and MJF. I'm sorry.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
There you go.
What do we got next?
All right. So the next one, CM Punk, Eddie Kingston.
You already know. I want to hear your thoughts because you already know who I'm picking.
Okay. So Eddie Kingston said something the other day on Rampage that left me thinking. He said, the win doesn't matter to me. I'm going to kick your ass. When he said that, it allowed me to understand CM Punk's going to get an ass whoop.
Yep.
But CM Punk's going to go over.
Ooh, you think?
I think CM Punk is going to go over. I think it's too as much as I mean, look, man, we sooner or later these guys that are coming in here with so much high esteem and fans going crazy, sooner or later they're gonna have to lose a match. I think we see Eddie almost take it to him to the point where, oh my gosh, CM Punk's gonna lose, and I think CM Punk sneaks away with a win. That's how I feel.
Okay, so you think Eddie might get like a really close finish, like a false finish? You think Eddie might get a false finish?
I think Eddie Kingston puts a serious beating on him.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is one of those matches where I would love to be wrong. But the truth, I just have this feeling. He said it. The win doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna hand it to you.
Yeah. And
he went away from that interview, that face down. To me, Eddie Kingston was the winner of that face-off. But I think that he gets to the point where he almost has him, probably wants to put a little bit more beating on him. And who knows, maybe a roll-up, a schoolboy or something. CM Punk gets away with the win. That's how I feel, man.
Okay. All right. Now, look, this is going to be the only match on the card where I'm going to be biased, okay? I'm going to say one sentence, and then we're going to move on. It's going to be nice and quick. Eddie Kingston is my favorite wrestler in AEW. There you go. On to the next match.
Woo! You know they're going to be commenting, right?
I'm here for it. You
know they're going to be commenting, right? I love it.
I'm waiting for the fanboys.
There you go. Hey, Brian Danielson and Miro. Yeah. 2016. So who you got?
Okay, so I made a TikTok a few days ago predicting this match, and I put Brian Danielson, but I think I might go against my word on this one. I think I might go Miro. I think I might change I've been thinking about it the last few days, and it's obvious that people are rooting for BD, right? Am I wrong?
Absolutely. He's one of those guys like Punk, man.
Right. And in my predictions, it's a pretty heel-heavy win. Like the whole show, in my opinion, all my predictions are pretty heel-heavy. But man, I think Miro's got this. I think it's going to be a good match. They both can wrestle their asses off. I mean, everybody knows that. And I think with Miro Rusev, when he left WWE, I think him in AEW has really shown that he can actually wrestle too. Like he's not just the larger than life foreign character that he was. Like he can go. I got Miro in this. Like I said, I know it's a pretty heel heavy win show in my predictions, but it's going to be a good match. And I think I don't know. You said this match is coming right after Kingston.
Yeah, according to this breakdown. Now this could all be wrong.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this could all be wrong is because the first match they had on the card was the heavyweight title match. So this could just be what they just put out there in no particular order.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. If they run those back to back, are they going to have two straight heel victories? They're going to do that. Is Kingston going to win as a heel? Because he's the heel in it, obviously.
Yeah, but is he really a heel?
No, I think this feud transcends heel face. It's more about the history of the two guys and stuff like that. I don't know. Regardless, I'm going Miro. Let me know your thoughts. What do you got?
How do you? All right, let me ask you this before I give you my prediction. Miro wins how?
I don't think Danielson taps. I don't think he taps. That's a good one. Because I don't see him tapping out. And I don't know if I really like the idea of just the typical heel roll-up. I don't know, man. Has he been using that kick as much as he was in WWE?
Yeah.
Maybe that then, maybe. I don't see Danielson tapping out,
All right. Can I give you my scenario?
Yeah, go for it.
Bryan Danielson, Miro, they're fighting, having a heck of a match. Referee takes a spot, falls. Daniel Bryanson's in the corner. Bryan Danielson's in the corner, ready for his flying knee. Fans are going at it. Miro staggering up to his feet. The lights go out. Lights come back on. Bray Wyatt's hoeing Daniel Bryanson in the Sister Act. They have unfinished business. He hits them, rolls out. Rusev gets the victory. I hope I'm wrong because I love Bray. I would love to see him in the WWE. If they are going to present him, I think this is the match where you have to do it. Why? Because we kind of already know where we're going with the heavyweight title match.
Yeah.
And no one wants to see Rusev's not going to fight a Kenny. Rusev will fight the Hangman. It's a better story. And unless you're going with Daniel Bryanson and or Bryan Danielson, I don't know what I'm talking about. Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega, I think it's too early to pull that trigger for the title. So I think if Bray's going to show up on Saturday, this is the moment where he shows up. Yeah,
I mean, I would agree with you. Another thing too is yeah, man. I mean, this is the part of wrestling where the internet kind of sucks because obviously the news came out that he was filming a movie soon. So
yeah, but
it's going to be
it
real
also
busy with
next
that.
Month. It also starts next month. Supposedly, him and the director have this thing where if he happens to go wrestle, he's allowed to, and it won't take away from the movie. It's not like The Rock's kind of deal where The Rock can't get insured to wrestle, or Cena can't get insured to wrestle and do the movie. This is a smaller role, and it's a small budget movie. I think that if he was released on the 31st, right? Halloween Day, right?
I believe so.
So if there's any time to show up, it's at this pay-per-view, but it's got to be at this match. There is no other match that you look at that makes any sense for him to show up at.
Yeah, and you're correct in the story writes itself. They
absolutely. They got history.
They have that incredible storyline that they did where he joined the Wyatt family and then turned and all that. I mean, they got the history all there. So yeah, you're right. Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
You ready for the next one?
Let me hear it.
Christian, Jurassic Express, Super Click.
You want me on this one first? All right.
It's all yours, sir.
There's a reason I wore the Undisputed Era hoodie today. It is Adam Cole, baby, all day. Super Click all day. I'm not. I wouldn't say a huge fan of Luchasaurus and all them. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm coming around to them. But no, I got Super Click. Is this Adam Cole's first pay-per-view since joining, or was there another one?
Well, he debuted on a pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. No, he didn't. Yeah, he debuted on a pay-per-view.
But this is his first match, right?
Yeah, this is first match pay-per-view. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going over.
Yeah, this is an easy one. It's definitely going to be a spot fest.
Yeah.
It's going to be all spot fest. It's going to be a car crash, but it's going to be something that we can't take our eyes off. Something that I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I know they're going to do a lot of crazy things, but there's no way. Super Click all day long. There's not Super Click all day long. Let's go to the next one. Inner Circle versus American Top Team.
Okay. I don't give a flying about this match at all. I don't care whatsoever about this match. This is, dare I say, this is a certified bathroom break for me. I'm just going to go Inner Circle just to choose somebody, but I do not care about this match. I'm just being real. What do you think? Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely a filler match.
Yeah,
it's so bad. I'm gonna pick one because I have to.
Right.
That's what we're doing. We have to pick one. I can really care less about this match. Inner Circle.
So move on to the next.
For the AEW Heavyweight Championship, we have Mr. Kenny Omega, 7-star, 22-star Kenny Omega, fighting against, I believe he does some cowboy shit, Adam Hangman Page. You got to tell me, Jordan, this is it. Who do you got?
Saturdays are for the boys, but starting this Saturday, Saturdays are reserved for cowboy shit all day. Hangman Page is taking this. I don't care what anybody says. The story has been great. His comeback was incredible. The pop was real. People are pushing for this. Like I said, up to this point, I have a very heel-oriented show. It's going to end with a big face getting a big pop, holding that belt up at the very end. Hangman all day. Cowboy shit, baby.
You threw the bottle water. Whoa, okay. But I don't care what you said. Kenny Omega is going to win this match. There is no way that Hangman Adam Page is beating Kenny Omega for the AEW Heavyweight Championship on Saturday night. But he will in a rematch on Wednesday Dynamite. I think Kenny Omega cheats out of him. He cheats him somehow. Kenny goes over. They get to Dynamite. He gets his rematch. He becomes the AEW Heavyweight Champion in his hometown.
Yeah, I'm more on the side of him getting a hometown entrance to open the show. I'm with that. And up to this point, we haven't predicted a single title change. Not one. Lucha Bros retain. Who else? Lucha Bros retain. DMD retains. Was anybody else we missed?
No, because I don't even think the TNT title is being defended.
No, it's not. So up to this point, we've got all defenses. The title has not changed hands.
But Jordan, do we need a title change?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm going with, was it who was it? Was it Eddie Guerrero that won the title and then the next night was in his hometown and he had that incredible entrance to start the show? Was it Eddie?
Yeah.
But I'm going with that. I'm going he wins the title and then at Wednesday Dynamite he has an incredible homecoming entrance, confetti going, all that.
And I think that sounds great. And that's probably a lot better than what I'm thinking. But just let me make my point. If he loses on Saturday, especially if they cheat him out of it, and he loses, that crowd on Wednesday, it's already sold out. So it's not like they need to put the belt so they can sell the tickets. His hometown is already sold out. If they announce that a promo and whatever, Tony Khan comes out and at the end of the pay-per-view said, this ain't gonna happen this Wednesday, rematch, whatever the case may be. I think that the pop for him winning the title in his hometown and them going off the air with the confetti coming down looks better than him just wearing his cowboy outfit and him coming to the ring and them having confetti. I think if you finish off the show with a bang like that he just went over, I think the crowd pops for a long time and it swings momentum going into either Rampage or Dynamite, as opposed to he shows up with the belt and then we go on to the next stories. That's what I think. Either way it goes, I think Kenny Omega's time as champion is coming down. Yeah. I really think they want to do a Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega, but those are two guys that they don't need the title, and they're both Teflon anyway, so they're not losing anything. I think that they take the title off of Kenny. It allows him to go off and face Bryan Danielson. I don't know. But if Bray shows up for Bryan Danielson, if he shows up and Kenny Omega loses, so now we have Hangman versus Miro, which would be a good match. But then we have, what are we going to do with Kenny? Because the whole story with Kenny real right now is Danielson. Right. So do we stop that to have Bray and Danielson, or do we go a completely different route? It's something. It's interesting, but I think that eventually, whether it be Saturday or Wednesday, we are going to have a new AEW heavyweight champion.
Yep. Yeah. And the scenario you laid out is that's very, I mean, that could happen. Like I said, I'm just going bold predictions, man. We got to choose somebody, and that's the way I'm feeling. But the scenario you laid out that's a valid choice as well, man. I could easily see that happening just as much as I could see him winning Saturday. Yep. Yep.
So the question I have for you is, from top to bottom, it's a solid pay-per-view except for a match. What do you think this pay-per-view would rank if we had to give it our own stars? How do you think we're finishing this pay-per-view? 1 being the least, 5 being the best. What kind of pay-per-view are we getting?
I'm thinking I'm trying to go down the tag match. I think is going to be good. I understand your concern about kind of the clash of styles, but I do think they're going to have, like I said, as long as they have a good agent and they can map out a good match, I do think it's going to be good. The women's match is looking promising. Kenny's that match is going to be good. I said the only stinker really is Inner Circle. I think we got a lot of quality matches. I mean, if I can give maybe half a star, I mean, I'm thinking, is 4 too much? I mean, I was thinking 3.5, 4. I mean, that's not a bad show.
Well,
I just don't.
You know what? I
more than 4.
Jordan, I don't think the Inner Circle match. Hopefully, it doesn't. It's not as bad as we think, but I think that the card is so strong that I don't think that match is going to hurt it at all. I think everybody's going to put on a great show. Let's be realistic. The women's match, as great as Dr. Britt Baker is, the match is not going to be a crazy great match because Ty's not there yet. She's not there yet. So that match will be a good match. Okay. But then if we did, Miro and Danielson is going to be a good match. The Lucha Brothers is going to be a good match. I think the styles are clash, but they are going to put on a good match. You have Darby Allin and MJF is going to be a good match. Christian and Jurassic Express against the Super Click. That's going to be a good match. You got Kenny and Adam Hangman Page. That's going to be a good match. So I don't think the card is so good. I don't think that match should take away from it. I'll give it 4 stars.
Especially if we get some Bray Wyatt showing up. I mean, that'll add.
If we get some Bray Wyatt showing up, it's 5 stars. Because no one's going to remember that Inner Circle match. No one.
True.
No one.
Yeah, good point. All right, I'm going to leave you with one thing. Obviously, it's not till January, but we like to speculate, tease a little bit, just a little bit. I'm sure we'll cover the news as it comes out when it gets closer to January. Come January, I just want a yes or no. Come January, is this man showing up in All Elite Wrestling?
No.
You don't think so? Okay. I wanted to get your thoughts.
I did until this past Monday.
Makes sense.
This past Monday is where Kevin wants to be.
Yeah.
As far as how he's acting. It'll be for another time, like you said. But no, I think he stays.
All right. And that's going to wrap it up here. We appreciate you watching the Curtain Call podcast on YouTube. I will leave a Spotify link down below if you want to listen to the audio version. But yeah, consider giving us a like and a subscribe. Follow us over on there. I'm Irish Neat, the leader of the Bret Hart is over at the fan club. That's JR. Anything else you want to say?
Hey, I want to thank everybody for the subscribers we got in the past few days. We really appreciate it. All the love and support. Friends, family, people that we don't even know. Leave your comments. Tell us what you would like for us to talk about so we can be able to get these topics together. Go to Spotify, go to Anchor, listen at the fast counts that we have going on. Man, it was so humbling to see those numbers going up, and I really do appreciate it. And we are just getting started. Jordan, because we always kick out at 2, baby. Let them know.
Yeah, everyone, thumb up if you got it. Too sweet. We'll catch you guys later.